Hey guys, so today I'm going to be teaching you how to use Myfitnesspal and Cronometer to make your diet. If you haven't yet downloaded my toolkit which will help you with the numbers that you need to build a diet, then do it right away before you start. So let's start with Myfitnesspal. This is a free app that you get in the Play Store. If you're not sure which one you have to download, I have also mentioned it in the description box below so that it's easier for you to download it. So before we begin, there's an option to go premium where you have to pay yearly $3,100 and monthly $620. But trust me, the free version works just fine and you don't need to upgrade to the premium one at all. We need to set your goals, that is your calorie requirements and your macro targets. For that, you need to click on more, go to goals. So here we're going to be setting our calorie, carbs, protein and fat goals by our own self because we had the toolkit which has already calculated the data for us. So once you click here, you can change the calories. So say you're allowed 1500 calories in a day. Now you also need to change the carb, protein and fat according to the recommendation that you got on the toolkit. So the data that you've got in your toolkit is in grams, but on Myfitnesspal, grams is only available for the premium version. So what we would do instead is we would change the percentage mentioned over here and accordingly it'll change the carb, protein, fat above in the grams as well. Now say I want to eat around 120 to 130 grams of protein. So here we go. I want to eat 40 grams of fat and you can see my total is 110 at the moment. That means obviously my carbs is extra. So we will decrease it. So once you've adjusted the percentage and the grams above have also been changed according to the data in the toolkit, you just have to click on this tick button over here and you're all set to begin. You have to come to diary and you can see that there are 4 sections here: breakfast, lunch, dinner and snacks. So you can fill this up accordingly. Let's start with breakfast. Suppose I want to have banana. So I would type in banana here. So as you can see, we have a lot of options for banana over here. But I'm going to be selecting the one with the green tick. The reason being, the green tick one is a verified source, whereas the other ones are just entered by other Myfitnesspal users. If you are able to find one with the green tick, always select that one. But if suppose you have a food item which does not have any green tick at all, then maybe go with the option that you feel is the most accurate. And suppose for lunch, I have say paneer. So I'd like to mention that you can change the serving size as well. So suppose I want to have 50 grams of paneer, I can go here and type in 50. And if I want to change the serving size itself, I don't know how to calculate in grams and I want to go with pounds. So I could select LBS as well. So here you can see the amount of calories the food has and its macronutrients, carbs, fat and protein. Another thing that I'd like to mention is select the food in its raw form. As in this paneer is raw paneer, not cooked paneer. Similarly, if I'm having rice or say soya chunks or chicken, all of these should be measured when they are raw. And if you're wondering how did I know I had 50 grams of paneer, for that you need to have a kitchen weighing scale on which you can measure your food so that you know accurately how much you are eating. Because remember, one bowl of rice is a very vague way to calculate your data. Instead, try to find out in grams how much are you eating if you want a very accurate data. As you keep adding food items, your goal would change and you'll understand that you're just left with 1000 calories over here now. So while making a diet, remember to look for 3 things: green tick foods, be accurate with the weight, and try to measure the food in its raw form. So once you have filled up your diet, you can now go and check the nutrients to understand if you're meeting your macronutrient target as well. So click on the button over here. And here you can see in the nutrients section how much protein, carbs and fats you're having in the entire day. Suppose you feel that you are having less of something or more of something and want to change, go back to the diary and change and come back and check if you are on the same page with the macronutrients that your toolkit has calculated for you. So macronutrients is just one part of this section. What about the micronutrients? Myfitnesspal lacks over here a bit. As you can see, it only calculates certain amount of micronutrients. It's not giving us a detailed view about a micronutrient. For this, I like to use Cronometer. So let me take you through Cronometer to show you what exactly I'm talking about. If you don't want to download an app and want to stick to an online tool, go with Cronometer. So for this, you need to go to cronometer.com, create an account, and this is where you will land up. Now, if I want to add to my diary, I need to click on the food over here and say again, I have a banana. Suppose I had 1 large banana and suppose I had soya chunks. Now again, I'd like you to see that here you can change your serving size. So if I want to make it 30, I can, and this will show your serving size summary. So it shows that it has 104 calories, how much protein, how much carbs, and how much fat. Okay, I add some cucumber. So again, you can see a lot of options are here for your serving size. It can be large, medium, small, cup, etc. But I would personally suggest go with grams always. It is more accurate. Use a kitchen scale, measure your food. This cup and everything is very objective. So say I had 200 grams of cucumber. Now I'm going to stop here and explain what have we done so far. We've added the food with this button over here. So this is my food diary now. Over here you can see that if I click on any particular food item, I can see its energy summary, its macronutrient targets. So as you can see below, there's an energy summary which states how many calories I have consumed so far. At the same time, if you look at the side, you see the macronutrient targets here, which again shows your energy, protein, carbs, and fat. So you can see I've met almost every of my targets. Once you've filled up your diet with this, if you go further below, it also shows your micronutrient level. As you can see here, there is a column for vitamin, and under it you have minerals. Most of them are gray, they're not green. That means I'm lacking a lot of micronutrients. It even highlights these important nutrients. So you can see my iron is low, calcium is alright, but vitamin C is low, and etc. Vitamin A is less. So now what I'm going to do is, accordingly, I can add a multivitamin. Now let's go see. My nutrients are all green. Even when you go below and have a look at the vitamin, you can see most of it has turned green. So this is what is the best feature of Cronometer. It not only calculates your calories and your macro targets, but also helps you understand if you're fulfilling your micronutrients, which Myfitnesspal lacks in, at least the basic version lacks in. So there is one drawback of Cronometer. It does not distinguish your food into categories. There's no separate breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. So everything is just compiled as one long list, which I don't think matters a lot. That's the only drawback of it. But from that, it's a very great app to use.